explaining that story is not told to seek pity, but to warn others, because one wrong decision can cost real freedom. He explains that everything started normally when he searched online for a job as an IT hardware technician, responsible for repairing and maintaining computers and servers. He found a job post with good salary and reasonable description, clicked the link, and was immediately redirected to Telegram. A recruiter contacted him, said the company needed IT hardware staff, and quickly scheduled an interview. During the interview, he already felt something strange because the interviewer was from the HR department, not IT. They asked no technical questions, no skill tests, only personal information and whether he had worked abroad before. Despite feeling uneasy, he still believed them. 2 days later, he was told he was hired. They asked for passport photos, medical tests, even HIV and drug tests, and promised to reimburse all costs including flights, hotels, food, and transportation. Everything looked professional, so he trusted them. Before the flight, they told him that entering Thailand had become difficult and suggested another route, flying to Myanmar first, then crossing into Thailand by land through Mae Sot. He checked online, saw similar information, and believed them again. They booked his ticket and hotel within minutes. On October 13, 2025, at night he boarded the plane. After landing in Yangon, a man handled all immigration procedures and took him to a hotel. The next morning he traveled for hours, switching vehicles, escorted by armed men. He kept telling himself it was for safety because of the Civil War. After many hours, the car stopped at a large iron gate guarded by armed security. He was told it was a rest area near the border. When the gate closed behind him, the sound echoed in his head. He knew at that moment he was no longer outside. Like a luxurious city, completely different from poor Myanmar outside. Then his passport and belongings were taken. Later, they told him to do another blood test, claiming it was to prevent disease before entering Thailand. He felt something was wrong, but had no choice. After that, they brought him to a Vietnamese restaurant and let him eat. While eating, they finally told him the truth. This was a self-governed zone in Myawaddy, Myanmar, near the Mae Sot border, called KK5, later known as KK Park. They explained that there were only 2 real jobs there: recruiting people from Vietnam by lying about jobs in Thailand, or scam sales to trick victims into transferring money. His IT job was an exception, but when there was no hardware work, he would be forced to do the same as everyone else. When he protested and said he only applied for IT and wanted to go home, they calmly reminded him where he was: Myanmar. No choice. One man leaned close and quietly warned him that resistance meant beatings, electric shocks, or starvation. They told him not to ask to go home. At that moment, he lost his appetite, filled with fear, anger, and despair. The scariest part was not hunger or exhaustion, but not knowing what tomorrow would bring, whether he would ever see his family again. In his despair, he told himself one thing: as long as he was alive, there was still hope. The video ends with a strong warning message. There is no easy, high-paying job without real professional interviews. No legitimate company sends workers through Myanmar, and no dream is worth trading your freedom. End with a message encouraging viewers to follow for the next part and share the video to protect others.